and welcome everybody to PRA Network 2 on YouTube and PRA Network on Twitch. I'm your host Justin Phoenix, and alongside me is Jacob. I forgot your last name. Go ahead.
Jacob O'Keefe. It's all good, Justin. Thank you very much for the intro. How's it going, everybody? Let's get this thing underway. We got 80 laps ahead of us, all the way till 11 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be a doozy of a race from what I got in the quick rundown before we got started here.
Absolutely. Yep. This is our first time at the Daytona International Raceway in the Cup cars. We've done a race here once in the Truck Series about a year and a half ago when we first started iRacing, and we did it in the Legacy trucks, and that was an epic finish to that race. There was some chaos on the final lap, and we had a first and only time winner. Christopher Mullins was his name. He's no longer in the PRA league, but he got his first and only victory in the very first time we were ever here at Daytona International Raceway. So here we are back. We're in the 03 Cup cars. This is exciting because this is, in my opinion, the best era of NASCAR. What's your thoughts, Jacob?
I'm going to say probably yes. It's the loudest. It's the grittiest. And steel bumpers, anybody? This is when we had absolute contact that was detrimental to a race. If you hit somebody a little too hard or you caught a draft in the wrong way, it was punishing, man, back then. And we kind of get to experience that once again with iRacing. This is the thing I like about simulators, dude. We don't have the ability to race these cars on a track very often anymore, and sims, they really get it out of you.
Absolutely. And so as we're watching right now, it's the last 11 and a half minutes of the practice session before the start of qualifying. And we're going to talk about some people that are here because they're probably some familiar faces, especially to the people that watch on Monday nights here at PRA Network. We got Rodney Roberts, who's back for another oval race. We got Landon Lacey, the teammate of Jacob Schneider, who dominated both of our oval series last season. So he's going to be one of the favorites to watch tonight. We got some newcomers with Cody Anderson. We got Thomas Coonan, a returning veteran and college league racer. He's one of the top iRacing racers in PRA, so he's got one of the highest I ratings. So. But, you know, the drafting track kind of equalizes that, does it not?
It absolutely does, Justin. I mean, we've got a ridiculously good layout tonight. 2000 series cars. Sorry, I'm just looking over my notes here, my man. My apologies.
You're good. As I said before the start of the broadcast, I just have fun. I mean, I'm not here to be a professional. I'm not very knowledgeable with all the graphics to put on the screen and all that. I just got a program that does it and makes it look pretty for me. I don't know how to do all that. So most of the things that I do is just for fun. I help a lot of the back end of this league, as you've probably noticed, because I love it. I love stats keeping. I love keeping up with the schedules. It's part of my... I don't think you've
had a day off, Justin. In a week, I see your name pop up in PRA literally every single day.
Yep, I got a daily task list that I keep track of every day. Like, have I checked this? Have I checked this? Have I done this? I do the point standings. I do the stats. I do all that. Keep records of who's got the most wins. All that after every single race.
Oh my goodness, who are we watching here?
Now, this is Shannon Milliken and Chucky Walton. I almost called him by his Discord name. It's Little Maytag. So if you hear me say Little Maytag, that's Chucky Walton because that's his Discord name. That's how we've always referred to him as, Maytag, like the washing machine.
As long as I don't let a Mayfair slip, and then we might get a copyright strike, but I think we'll be good.
Yep. But these two right here that we're watching, I've got it set to auto, so it's kind of just watching whoever. These are the ones that pushed each other last week to the victory in our quote-unquote Busch Clash, which was our intro race, our recruitment race for this series. And so... on the last few laps, there was a couple of incidents, and Shannon Milliken decided to just stay right on the bumper of Chucky Walden and pushed him to the victory and put that number 3 Goodwrench car back in victory lane at the Daytona International Speedway. So I know I said Raceway a couple times before. I know it's Speedway. Sorry.
Speedway. That's okay, man. I got made fun of my first 4 weeks when I started this stuff. I kept calling it game time, and the boys were cracking at me because apparently it's called seat time around here.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, it was a good one.
Absolutely. The 17 and the 3, they just crashed each other. Oh boy. There's a tire on the track.
The wheel.
I told you
That's going to chase him down as he goes down the turn. Okay.
That was Shannon Milliken. Oh, these two are just practicing the ropes of drafting. I know that's what they were doing, and they got into each other. And for all those viewing, I don't know how to say Daniel's last name, so I'm just going to call him Daniel B. So that nobody will make fun of me. It's Daniel B. we got Daniel Blanco, but we also got Daniel B.
Whoa. We're way down on this car.
Yeah, I don't know there's only 2 cars on the track right now, so everybody else is on pit road.
We're still in practice here, okay.
Yeah. We still have a little bit less than 7 minutes to go. We got a couple more coming out on the track. Danny Ray, he's another newcomer to PRA. And then this awesome paint scheme was made by Cody Johnson himself. Below is what his name is in Discord. Below. Wow. Whoops. I've switched. I'm trying to find a better camera angle. Give me a second. And I don't think it's going to give it to me. Give me a better camera angle. Close. I want to see that awesome PRA scheme right there. And you can see the Nostalgia Series kind of scheme going on there.
That number 13 car looks hot on the track.
Cody Johnson made that himself. I'm proud of him.
That's my favorite. All right. If we're betting on the races tonight, I'm putting money on that car strictly for looks.
Yep, that's the PRA car tonight. Now let's see. Wow. Rodney Roberts is probably running the PRA car too. Let's see. I'm going to get a good look at him. It doesn't look. Oh yeah, he's using the board. So we have the board of directors, and they have their own team. It's called the board, and that's literally what his scheme is the board.
He's got the board going on in the livery.
Yes. Let me see here. You take the reins for a second. I've got to change something because my app is not giving me all the camera angles I want.
I'm just having a hard time reading the names on the track here, but how's it going, everybody? I'm Jacob O'Keefe, first time on PRA. I hope everyone's having a good time tonight. I'm pretty excited. It's my first race here, first actual commentator job, color commentator job with any kind of motorsport. So I'm pretty excited to be in it. I've had quite a few years behind me in radio, but I think it's time we get into something a little more exciting. Motorsport's been a part of my life for quite some time, and here's hoping one day I get to be out on the track with these guys. But for now, we'll stick behind the microphone where it's a little more comfortable. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel. I'm always behind the microphone because if I was out on the track, I would be a menace and I would cause an incident somewhere.
Do you own any cars, Justin? Like, are you into fixing things up and getting out there on the road, or what's going on for you?
I'm more of I'm just a gamer. That's literally my passion is gaming. I'm also a preacher, so that's another passion of mine. Outside of, I've been a NASCAR fan my entire life. My dad was a NASCAR fan, and so I watched NASCAR from the time I was about 2 or 3 years old enough to remember, and I would watch
Canadians
the races.
In hockey. Don't worry.
Yeah, for real. Are you Canadian?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
All right.
Right outside Toronto, my friend.
All right. Awesome.
I'm surprised you haven't called me out on an A yet. There's at least been 1 or 2 that have slipped on the broadcast. It's only been 12 minutes?
Well, let me tell you, there are like maybe 24 Canadians in PRA. Most of PRA is based in Canada. The head of our league, his name is Squeller. He doesn't do iRacing. He's on the PlayStation Network, but he's also from Canada. So we have a lot of Canadians here in PRA, so I'm used to the accent, so I didn't even notice it.
I think there's something to be said about being stuck inside your house in negative temperatures for 4 months to 6 months of the year that just breeds some kind of grit. And we get some good drivers out of this country. I'll tell you what. Listen, our formula track isn't. We don't have a very. I don't want to talk about that one, but everything else is pretty good. Okay.
Absolutely.
We're doing okay.
Yeah, I've never visited Canada myself, but I would love to someday. I'm in West Virginia, so I'm not too far out. I'm in the mountains.
Oh, my God. I love West Virginia, man. I grew up with friends out there. Are you kidding me?
Awesome. Yeah, I live in southern West Virginia, very close to Kentucky and Ohio. And
I actually have a friend flying up to Ohio right now, and I was ragging on him because I'm kind of upset. We're under what is probably at this point 6 feet of snow.
Oh boy,
if not more. Oh, it's brutal outside. But he's going to Ohio, and I'm telling him, be careful. It's going to be snowy. And he sent me a weather forecast that had rain in it.
Yeah.
The rage that came out of me that just wanted to go through the screen was unbelievable.
Yeah, we had rain last week, but we had snow this week, so it's kind of like that here.
Getting some of it. It's not all here.
Yeah, we live in the mountains, so I'm up higher in elevation, so we get a little bit more snow than our neighbors do.
My friend, we got to get some winter rally action going in iRacing. I'm telling you, that's going to be awesome. A heck of a lot of fun. I would love to see them put some time into getting a model done for that. I know Assetto Corsa Rally really has it down, and the rally guys are loving that right now. But to have that matchmaking of iRacing and just the accessibility to leagues, broadcasts, winter rally is a different beast, man, and you just don't see it very often.
Right, I agree with that.
It's something that you just don't get in sim yet.
I wanted to take note of this car. This is Dylan Davis, and I love this paint scheme, the Castrol GTX. You've never seen this in NASCAR. But if it was in NASCAR in the early 2000s, I believe this is what it would have looked like. Excuse me.
Is Dylan? Are we gonna go after him here for the Italian theme? Are we
Yeah.
The Ferrari might come, my friend. I'm joking.
Here we go. The iRacing number 33 of Daniel B. That thing looks bad too.
Oh my gosh.
And he's got the 13 behind him.
What do we got? 30 seconds left in practice, and we're opening up quali here shortly. Yeah.
Yep.
Holy.
And so I wanted to just spill out some of the information. We're at Daytona International Speedway tonight. It is the world-renowned motorsports complex located in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's also known as the World Center of Racing. It is the most famous and the home of the annual Daytona 500, the most prestigious race in NASCAR, probably the world, other than maybe Indy 500 or something in Formula One that I'm not familiar with. And
honestly, it's as a fan who's been watching Formula One for the better part of 1 year, a new fan, I also have absolutely no idea. I don't think they do the endurance side of things, man. IMSA is where it's at for that.
Oh yeah, and that's where you get the 24 hours of Daytona, which there have been NASCAR drivers in the past have won that race.
Absolutely. There's a huge crossover at the moment with Formula drivers starting to come into other classes of professional driving. We've seen Verstappen start to move over to GT3, if I'm not mistaken.
And he took one race last year and absolutely dominated it.
It was ridiculous. I'm pretty sure he did the interview that I was familiar with said he was on the sim for about a year. I think it was Assetto Corsa, if I'm not mistaken. Customized version, obviously, with the amount of resources he has, but practiced for about a year and then went out and smashed the lap record on the first lap in the car, which is just something to be said about sim racing. I mean, I know a lot of people will rag on it's a video game. It's not anymore. Right. We are far beyond that in 2025.
Yes, we are. Absolutely. There
It's
are
gonna be
people that are up and coming right now. Oh. I just got told that nobody was able to see the race. There we go. It was just practice, so they didn't miss anything.
did you have a static screen up?
Yeah, I had the logo,
That's all right.
the series logo. I'm glad I got little messages, little numbers there. Thank you to Racer Chick and Shannon Milliken for letting me know that I'm being a dummy.
I had a second feed up and it's just sat there frozen. So I'm glad they caught that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to. My very first broadcast with Grid Finder be nothing but the logo. Yeah, that would be great. But right now we are watching Thomas Coonan take some laps around the track.
Look at him go, man. What's Thomas driving here? Is he in the Cruise or the the Cruise? Oh my lord.
The Cruise. I think it's the Ford, actually. It's the Ford Taurus. The other one's the Monte Carlo. That's what you were looking for.
My brain went straight to a daily driver that I've driven for 5+ years. That's
I had
brutal.
a Cruise for a long time myself, and it blew up on me.
Do you expect much else? Did you?
No.
Thomas is our race. Where are we sitting right now? Third place in qualifying, if I'm not mistaken, for him. Yeah.
So far, Daniel B is the pole sitter, but we've just done one lap. They get up to speed very slow here, and it looks like Dylan Davis messaged the Discord and said he is having connection issues. Thomas Coonan just took the point.
That's going to cost him quite a bit.
Rodney Roberts is right behind him, 19 thousandths of a second behind. Chucky Walden in third. That says 16 on the board, but he's supposed to be number 3. I don't know why he's not number 3. He's even set as number 3 in the league, so I don't know what happened there. But when you actually look at him, he's got the sim stamp, or not the sim stamp, he's got the Trading Paints Pro. I'll get it out right. He's got the Trading Paints Pro, so his number's 3 no matter what.
Chucky is sending it right now. He is hungry for that pole start.
Landon Lacey is now on top. Daniel Blanco. Jacob Schneider has taken the point.
Wow.
That is not a surprise.
Cars are coming in.
Yep, the 81.
The grid is moving.
The 81, he is 0.04 of a second faster than Landon Lacey, which is his teammate. We may see some teammate action here. They should have signed up their team.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
All right, 35 seconds remains, and it looks like everybody except Zachary Wrights has made all their laps. Here's Zachary coming across the line now. And he does not improve his time.
Zachary's sitting bottom of the pack, I believe.
Looks like 14 cars are qualifying. The rest?
There is something to be said about taking out that qualifier and just throwing it sometimes. If you know that there's a couple of inexperienced drivers on the grid, it sometimes is more beneficial to just say, you know what? We'll sit in the back and let everybody take those positions and take out a couple of cars.
Yeah, I was talking to a driver earlier. I'm not saying who, but we discussed who was actually in the field, and when we discussed it, they said, I'm actually going to qualify. I wasn't going to, but now knowing that someone else was in the race, I'm going to qualify because I don't want to be behind that when the big incident happens.
You don't want to get caught behind it, especially on one of the turns here. If you can't get out of that and grab grip off a draft, you're kind of just screwed. It's
Absolutely.
A very punishing track. It might be an oval, but it's still technical.
Yes, it is. Yep, this is way more technical than Talladega, surprisingly. If you put the two, there are three super speedways now, with Atlanta being one as well. But with the three super speedways, Daytona and Atlanta are very much more technical than Talladega. Talladega is so wide You can just hold it wide open all the way around the track. You never have to lift ever. But on Daytona, there's sometimes you get enough of a draft, you got to lift, especially in these 03 cars.
Well, I was saying earlier about the 03 cars, they're in my opinion, quite heavy. I mean, you've got mostly metal chassis, if I'm not mistaken, and they tend to get a little bit punishing when you're not completely in control.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a whole lot more interesting next week when we go to a more technical track than Daytona. I mean, I'm not downplaying playing Daytona at all, because it's the most prestigious NASCAR track. But next week we're doing Legacy Atlanta, because it's 03, so we're going to do the old school Atlanta. That's going to be
Absolutely
a technical track, and you're going to see the fastest drivers pull away.
This is going to be exciting for me, because as someone who's extremely unfamiliar with the NASCAR circuits, I have done very minute autocross driving in my life, mostly on closed roads. Don't do that, kids. It's not. But it's going to be a lot of fun for me. I'm going to get to sit over here and learn and apply some knowledge from other places and other worlds of racing, and it's going to be a really good time. I'm extremely unfamiliar with the differences between Atlanta Legacy and what we've got going on now, and if you don't mind, care to explain?
So the old school Atlanta track, are you familiar with any other tracks like Texas Motor Speedway or maybe even Charlotte?
Charlotte, absolutely, yes.
So the old school Atlanta was almost exactly the same layout as Charlotte Motor Speedway. And so it had the D-shaped double dog leg on the front stretch and all that. Well, they banked it with the new pavement a few years ago to the point that it runs exactly like Daytona and Talladega now. It's a drafting track now. You never have to lift all the way around the track. Now, this coming year, the asphalt is probably going to be more worn, and so they're going to actually have to start lifting a little bit, hopefully, because, we already have Daytona and Talladega. We don't really need another super speedway, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the difference.
You want a couple more technical tracks, yeah?
Absolutely. I like technical tracks. Yes, there are fair-weathered fans that don't like it when the field is spread out, but I just like it old school racing. I mean, I watched Bill Elliott win a race by 2 laps. Okay, so that was still racing to me, and so people get upset over that now, and it's like, dude, I mean, if he's that much better than everybody else, so be it.
There's something to be said about that. I mean, is it really that bad? You've got things like IMSA multiclass. You have, multiclass racing where there's slower cars on the track, and it's absolutely intentional, and there could be something to be said about NASCAR. Your grid sizes are huge here, and I think having drivers that are genuinely slower than the top end of the pack adds that element of excitement. If your top-end drivers can't prepare for someone who is a little bit slower than them to be in that race, they're not top-end drivers.
Exactly, I agree with that. Yeah, getting around
100%.
lap traffic is part of the skill.
The most exciting racing in the world happens when someone who is there is not supposed to be there, or you really don't want them to be there. And that happens every single second in multi-class races or where that field is spread out. I 100% agree with you.
Absolutely. And it happens in Formula One even. I mean, we've seen races decided because a lap car was in the way. And so the leader would have to get past.
Happened last weekend. Look at what happened last weekend. The bold move from Yuki was bold. It was a bold move against the McLaren team, and it caused a whole ruckus in the social. Oh my goodness!
We got a spinner. Hey, that is the end of warm-up. We are getting ready for the race. Now, I have to warn you, my computer has crashed switching to the race a few times. Let's see what happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. And
I've had the
same
issue over the last little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it's handling itself. Because, all right, we got Jacob Schneider on another pole. Landon Lacey on the outside pole. That is not a surprise. Damon Paccio, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, third. Daniel Blanco in fourth. Thomas Coonan in 5th, Cody Johnson in 6th. You go ahead and take the rest of the field.
Just got to back up the broadcast here so I can actually get the rest of the field. I'm having a little bit of pixelation coming through your feed here.
Chucky Walden 7th, Rodney Roberts 8th, J.D. Biddle in 9th, Jeremy Poole in 10th. You there? You got it?
I got James Sala up in 11th, Daniel B. in 12th, Mark Radowski sitting in 13th, Zachary Wrights 14th, Cody Anderson 15th, Dylan Davis, Adam Mulford, and for the back of the pack, Dan Atkinson, Shannon Milliken, and David Nannon.
That is our grid. It looks like, how many do we have tonight?
21.
21.
From what I can see.
That is an awesome first week. We have definitely hit one of the records in our PRA history, because we haven't had more than 20 in an oval race in quite a while. So this is great.
This is when things start to get chaotic and when things start to get exciting. And as the pace car takes off here, we're going to get a little bit of excitement.
And you said my Discord feed is a little pixelated?
Little bit pixelated, but I'm just hopping between the two to grab names if I need to.
I'll turn it up a little bit so you can see it better.
You're good now. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'll keep it on 15 frames a second. But yeah,
that's gorgeous.
There we go. All right, sorry about that.
You're all good, man. Thank you.
And the pace car for tonight is the. It looks like, is that the Grand Prix?
I think so. I think it is. What are the rules tonight for restarts, Justin? Safety cars. What do we got going on there?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I didn't look at the rules. So we'll find out.
This is how we ride.
Yep. I've had a busy day, so it's been hard. I haven't had time to look at everything, and that's my apologies. I think we'll be doing restart zone, but I'm not 100% sure. I can actually look. And I better look quick because they're going to pull off the track here in just a second.
No, you're good. Let's keep her moving. They are about to get things underway.
Here we go.
Jacob Schneider, pole 1, and
green flag.
Let's go.
Going racing here at Daytona International Speedway for the first time in a long time here in the Cup Cars from 2003. Here we go with the Grid Finder Nostalgia Series presented by PRA. First turn, Jacob Schneider is the leader.
Landon's taking that top line. I love the look of that car. He's sticking out of the pack, and he just looks real good. I think he's lost a couple of positions coming in here, but still trying to make up some time and gets himself behind this draft, this front draft here.
And we got some pushing going on from Damon P. That's what I'm going to call him because I don't know him. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Damon's sniffing the front bumper on Jacob right now. He really wants to send it around the outside, I think. He's rocking it back and forth trying to make a decision or make a move. Maybe a mistake, but Jacob's holding ground really hard here.
So I'm going to go over a little bit of it. There is not a start zone, so the green flag is when people go. Also, there are no, I repeat, no fast repairs.
This is going to be a punishing race if somebody loses it. This might get real good real quick. But this is what I was saying before we started the broadcast. I enjoy longer races. What got me into this and what got me excited about getting in the booth again was longer formats where mistakes can happen and leaders can make mistakes that are detrimental to their positioning and rookies can make comebacks. These things are exciting to me, man, and endurance races bring it out in the absolute best form, whether it's NASCAR, IMSA, Formula, or any form of racing. It does not matter. Endurance is the best.
I agree 100%. Also, I was going to say there are 5 bonus points for the most laps led, and there's also 5 bonus points for leading a lap, just like in 2003 NASCAR Winston Cup. Basically, the Winston Cup points format, so it's a whole season-long points format. We're not doing playoffs or anything like that with this series. We're trying to do a complete throwback to the way it was.
This is going to be really exciting. We might see some favorites start to get in battles where it's about keeping those bonus points up if points are really, really tight. This could be a really exciting season, Justin.
Absolutely. I predict that Jacob Schneider and Thomas Kunin, if they make every race, they're going to be the ones racing for the championship. I predict.
My money's on Landon, and the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like he's going to play a long-form defensive card.
Yeah, he's
getting overtaken here, however.
He is. I switched it over to him to see what was happening with him. He really dropped behind that front pack.
Yeah, he did.
We got 2 groups going on right now. This is the second pack of cars. I don't know what's going on with Landon. He's going backwards.
Is he having car trouble here, or
it's hard to tell?
Input trouble? It looks like he's just really slowed down. I'm not sure what caused him to fall out of that first pack. He was really on the backside there. I thought he was going to take the draft and send it up or send it down.
Yeah, he started right off the bat going to the outside line, and he got freight trained, and now he got freight trained by this second pack of cars. There's that beautiful PRA car.
Oh, it's making its absolute appearance. Look at that. That red bumper metallic looks gorgeous. My God.
I agree.
Someone's going to make a move soon. I can feel it. Shannon's really pushed herself up there. She started at the back of the pack, for grid. If I'm not mistaken, bottom 3? Now sitting 8th?
Yeah, he's in the 17 car.
Wow.
And here's some views you can't get in real racing.
Yeah, that's just not possible yet.
Until they have selfie sticks hanging off the cars. Let's take a look at the lead pack. Looking back from Jacob Schneider.
Jacob Schneider here.
The 81D, square D car. It really throws me back to Bobby Hamilton when he drove that car.
Looks like Damon wanted to do something there, but didn't have the confidence to execute or the speed. But he's really getting up close. He's trying to push him, and he's got a lot of action coming on the outside.
Yeah, we got an outside line heating up, and it's Thomas Kunin on the outside. He's got Daniel Blanco pushing him.
Ooh.
And now it looks like Chucky Walden's going to take the outside as well in that number 3 car.
Jacob going to try and defend. No, he's not.
And it looks like Thomas Kunin's going to get the lap lead there.
I'm surprised Jacob didn't come in to do some kind of defensive move there. I mean,
probably just playing it safe. We're 8 laps in.
Absolutely.
73 laps to go. We got a long way to go. There are no stages. We're not modern NASCAR. We're 2003 NASCAR.
We've got 2 outs at the moment, Cody and Dylan. Do we know what happened with those cars?
I know Dylan was not able to make the race due to connection issues, so we'll throw that up to a blown engine.
Understood.
That's how I kind of look at it.
The transmission dropped out. It's fine.
Yep. Just like in real racing, there are technical difficulties that can happen in online racing. It may not be mechanical on the car in the sim, but it's mechanical on your computer.
I mean, it is a sense of reliability, and that is something, there's entry barriers everywhere, and that's just one in sim racing that slowly but surely will come down.
We got Daniel Blanco, who is the head of this series. He's up second place now, right behind Thomas Kunin.
He might be having a little extra exhaust fumes come through the cabin there for a minute. He was right up the rear of Thomas, trying to maybe make a mistake or get a trap to take a line, but Daniel's trying to push this hard. But Jacob Schneider also trying to get really, really up there. He wants that pole position back. He wants number 1.
I was just trying to give Grid Finder their time on the broadcast because this series came about because of them, and so I want to thank them.
Absolutely.
It's the Grid Finder car.
4 years without a broadcast, and I get to come back on a Grid Finder series doing Nostalgia NASCAR. 100% thank you to Grid Finder.
Absolutely. We appreciate them. I've been on their platform for 2 years now. I've been becoming friends with a lot of the guys there in Grid Finder, so it's been pretty awesome. I'm like their fan favorite.
They've got a great thing going on as well. I mean, I was just messing about with the UI earlier, and in contrast to a lot of other services that are quite similar, it's quite simple.
Yes,
and it is. Sim racing's got a heck of a demographic. There's kids all the way to people who have been racing for 40 plus years, 50 plus years in some cases, and even further than that. And it's got to be accessible, man. This stuff has to be accessible whether you're really good with technology or you're not, and they do a damn good job at it.
Absolutely. There's a lot of people that complain about the complexity of our Discord because we have multiple leagues here in PRA. And so, we're not just an iRacing league. We have iRacing, we have NR 2003, we have Wreckfest, and Gran Turismo. And we've wanted to branch out to Automobilista too, but, that right now it's been an ongoing recruitment process. So, but we have multiple leagues, so in order to set the Discord up to be, user-friendly, I basically set it up so that it holds your hand from the time you join the Discord to the time you get signed up. Because the bots will DM you, and they will tag you and tell you where you need to go. Yeah, that's a big part.
Is extremely important, man.
Yeah, that's a big... And
Oh, Daniel's trying something? Nope, he's back in the draft. He
looked out. He looked out. We're going to go back.
He looked.
We're going to go back and look at the other group. There's 2 number 3 cars. I just now noticed that. Dan Atkinson and Chucky Walden. They're both in the number 3. So that's going to be a little confusing. Dan Atkinson's in the number 30, but he's driving the 3. It makes me wonder if Shannon Milliken wonders if that's Chucky in front of him or not.
He might actually think that. Are they both running
Let me look.
Moderately black? Are they both? Oh, yeah.
There's a
That's
little
confusing.
bit of... Yeah. Chucky's got the black bottom, and Dan has the red bottom, so...
I mean, at 180 miles an hour, I'd say that's pretty confusing. That's good stuff.
So far, Thomas Coonan has led every lap that Jacob Schneider has not.
It's interesting that Daniel's playing pretty good defense against Jacob. I really thought he would try and take that number 1 spot back a little sooner. He is trying to go for it. There's quite a bit of separation between Pack 1 and Pack 2 as well. A little more than I was expecting to see.
Yeah, there's almost 20 seconds. It's 15 seconds between James Sallow and Landon Lacey. Landon has actually got back into the draft, I guess. He's in the second group here.
Looks like it. Yeah, and he's pushing that back end really hard. I'd be curious to see a comeback from Landon here.
Absolutely.
I love the car, man. That color scheme just looks insane on the track. It just pops.
Yes, it does. Yeah, that's the Jeff Gordon Pepsi scheme.
That's wild. Very, very reminiscent of, what is it, R34 Skylines? They run that very deep, deep blue OEM from factory.
So now there's a third group. These two. And then...
James and Zach.
There's a fourth group back here. Robert Hensley, Rodney Roberts, and Jeremy Poole. And it looks like Danny Ray is actually getting ready to go a lap down. The lead pack is catching him. So this is going to get interesting here.
Danny Ray just off the pace there, or did we have car troubles and forced to pit or something?
Not sure. He is done the same lap as everybody except for now that they're passing him.
This could
The 44 is trying to get the draft off of him.
He is trying to get that position back.
The 44 got around.
All three of them tried to take advantage. Every single one of them tried to take advantage of that traffic, and I don't think much changed.
No, the 44 fell back. That's for sure. He was.
Oh yeah.
He was on the inside, and he tried to draft off of him, but it didn't work out for him. Now Chucky Walden has moved up to 5th. Chucky Walden is the one I'm.
That shorter line.
I'm unbiasedly rooting for. He won last week's Busch Clash. He's never won a race this year.
Ton of speed coming down that inside line trying to make up time. Holy.
Let's take a look at his in-car view as he's catching up to them.
Look at that odometer. 190 miles an hour going into turn. 192.
Those were the days of NASCAR.
Unbelievable, man.
There was at times in the 80s, if we went all the way back to the 80s, we'd be at 225.
Sometimes I miss the days of no safety regulation, and other times I don't.
If I was a race car driver, I'm glad for the safety, but as a fan, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. It's a 50-50. You give and you take.
I'm just kidding.
New technologies get introduced, and we get really, really cool stuff out of it. I was impressed to see the sound of some of the engines for F1 2026 that have been debuted. I thought they would sound like tin cans. We've got some good stuff on the track.
Absolutely.
And NASCAR just gets better sounding every year. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the new cars, they definitely don't get the RPMs that these cars did.
No, they don't.
They got a deeper sound to them.
Got a little more grit to the way that they shift gears, which I like. Look at these guys go. Thomas is really holding on to the lead, and he looks like he's extending.
Absolutely, he is pulling away a little bit, but that's not going to help a lot on a drafting track. Because what happens in a drafting track is if you pull away a little bit, that group that's behind you, that's all lined up, they can get a run. And
giving Daniel more space too is also going to make him a little bit more aggressive. And Jacob, we know, is going to be hungry for getting number 1 back.
Absolutely.
Who was pole 3 when we started the race, Justin?
Don't remember. I can actually look it up. I can actually look it up here. Sorry for everybody on the broadcast, but Damon P was position 3. Damon's
fallen back to the back of this front pack, but he is trying. Okay.
So, I was going to say this earlier. I've got some external programs that I use while we do this that allows me to change cameras and all that. One thing that they don't do, there's a couple things they don't do that I wish they really did do. One is show me how many laps they've led. So I can't even see that unless the game tells me, and I don't think it does either. So I can't see how many laps someone has led, and I can't see what position they qualified in once the race starts. So I have to actually pull that up.
With SimHub set up through a couple of overlays, but it's locked behind me owning this track, and I don't think I'm going to be racing very much oval. And I love watching it, but I like sports cars. I like the road tracks.
Hey, we do sports car series, so I think they're doing that on Saturdays now.
I've been milking my way into some leagues, Justin. I'll be honest. Look, the bottom line is, you can drive all you want on a street. I've been doing it for, the better part of 20 years. But the difference in driving on a street and on a track, especially when you're used to driving things like daily drivers, which have very squishy pedals. They're not like race cars, man.
Yeah.
You got to build up that muscle memory, and there was part of me that, wanted to jump into this stuff very quickly. There was also a part of me that said, I don't want to ruin everybody else's race. Just taking that time and making sure I get that practice in before you jump into things. I think it's very important and something some sim racers should do more often. I think there's something to be said about taking 3 months and joining a league and just going, I'm bad, I need to get better. Tell me how to get better. And just don't expect to join anything for a little while. Do some AI races, build up that skill. You will get on screen. Trust me, it's not that hard, but it does take time.
Absolutely. I was watching very closely while you were talking there at JD Biddle in the 96. He blinked. And so to our viewers that may not know, blinking in iRacing or any kind of sim racing is when your internet connection has a hiccup and you completely disappear. And so he completely disappeared there for a second, and Chucky Walden got right up on him, and I was like, uh-oh. Because Chucky had no idea where he was at.
Might have a netcode incident.
Yeah.
Might have a netcode incident, but luckily these guys... It's another aspect of sim racing you got to take in. I mean, sometimes you'll run into it in a draft course. It's very dangerous because when that person reconnects, if they're on top of you, guess what? They're actually on top of you, and it's not very fun.
Absolutely. I scour Reddit sometimes for some iRacing videos from the community, and some of them are hilarious. There was one I watched the other day where the Formula One car barely touched another Formula One car, and they kind of squeezed each other into the wall. And when they did, the one that was squeezed against the wall, it net-coded into the air and shot like a rocket through the sky. And it was just flipping for like hundreds of feet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was dying laughing at it. And oh, we got to pass. While I'm talking, we got to pass. We actually got some action going on the track.
Is going for number one. I told you he was going to get hungry at some point and just say, you know what, screw it, we're taking the top. It might be a longer line around the track, but if he's got the speed and the rest of the pack follows, it makes it very difficult to hold that defense. You can't.
Unfortunately for Chucky Walden, he got hung out on the outside, and they cut down, and he's going to be stuck on the outside. But he's going to have the 44 car pushing him now.
Oh, yeah.
And they got back down, and he's got right behind Daniel Blanco. Yeah, I seen
Daniel fell
the pass.
back from second to fourth on that. Got Jacob back up from third to first, and
Biddle was in fourth, so he's up to second now.
Wow.
And Jeremy Poole has pitted.
What is Jeremy doing?
They're coming around, and he's coming out of the pits right now. Let's see what happens here. They're catching a couple lap
traffic. Oh, this is going to be good. We've got 2 cars of traffic coming up on the top pack here. These guys have a ton more speed coming into the turn. This is going to be a big whip around.
Rodney
and
Roberts.
We're going to see a heck of a lot of change, I think.
Robert Hensley.
Are they going to get pinned coming into this turn? They are. I think half the pack might get pinned here. Ooh,
oh, someone blinked.
Nope. We got 44 blinking.
Yep, he was blinking there for a second. We got some passing going on. Thomas Coonan's going to take the outside line. He's got Daniel Blanco on his bumper again. And Jacob Schneider is going to try to throw a block, but that's not going to do anything because now Thomas is going to take the inside, and we've switched. Thomas Coonan on the inside, Jacob Schneider on the outside, Daniel Blanco's behind him. We got JD Biddle behind Thomas Coonan. And as they go side by side, that pack that's behind them is going to start catching them. There's a pack back here behind them. It's got Daniel B., Landon Lacey, Shannon Milliken, and Cody Johnson. Sorry for the misnomer there. And Daniel Blanco is going to start going backwards.
Of action. This is a lot of action, and it looks like that very back pack. We've had one pack of 2, and it looks like another pack is about to make their way around them.
And we got some switching going on. I don't know who led that lap.
That was really close.
The two in the front have been the only leaders so far. We've had a couple of switcheroos. Now Daniel Blanco's going to be held on the outside. Let's watch this. He's got the 44 behind him. He's going to have enough speed to catch up. We got another lap car. That's Jeremy Poole. He pulled it down all the way down on the apron. That's dangerous.
He's just trying to let these faster cars by and not cause an incident because he knows there's a second pack, and if one thing goes wrong, this whole race goes awry.
Yeah, here's the second pack. We're going to watch it from this view because you can see they are catching them as they've been racing up here in the top 6. 7th place has been catching them because they've been staying single file.
Whoa, we've got a ton of speed from 33 coming in here. And this is going to get really hairy really quickly as this gap between Pack 2 and Pack 1 starts to close.
Jeremy Poole pulls it up to the outside in the X-side car.
Can he hold it up there? That was a lot. Yes, he can.
I'm sorry, I was just talking and shooting the breeze because there was nothing going on, and then all of a sudden now they've made it pretty action-packed.
Happened.
Yeah.
Everything happened, and it's good to see that second pack catching up to Pack 1 because we might see a little bit of a shakeup as things start to close. I said it earlier when I was baking in my kitchen. I'm quite a boring person outside of racing, okay? But we're going to see a little bit of a lull as we get to the middle of the race, and we've got 51 laps to go, and we're going to start to enter that, but I don't know if we're going to get that here, man. This gap is closing between Pack 1 and Pack 2, and I thought it was going to get bigger.
This is the part that fans love about super speedway racing. There's always action no matter what. Unless there's like a super big wreck that takes out the whole field. If you got the full field still racing by the end of the race, you have an exciting race. Because anybody can win it.
Everybody's back into single file. I think everyone's heart rate went a little too high for a second, and they all wanted to just calm it back down a bit for just a sec. But
you can see the gap closing.
That gap is coming in fast. I wasn't expecting it to come up that quick.
There's a 1.3 second gap between 6th and 7th. Chucky, well, the two number 3 cars. $50 laps to go.
Get my bearings back again here. Where's Chucky sit at the moment? Back of Pack 1. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the back of Pack 1, and the other 3 cars in the beginning of Pack 2. Got stuttery
Landon's
there.
Made his way up Pack 2. He might be able to make a jump if these packs connect because he's very committed to that bottom line. I've noticed all race besides the entry of the race there. We started at the top. He's been pretty committed to the bottom.
There are cars
He's got a lot of pit. Whoa.
Let's watch this action on the pit road here.
Yeah.
We got a lot of pitting.
Got about half the race coming in here.
Absolutely. We still have Jacob Schneider out on the track for another lap. He's got JD Biddle behind him. Daniel B and Landon Lacey are still together, so we got 2 groups there.
Schneider's going to have to put in a heck of a couple of hot laps to build this gap before this Pack 1 starts to come back out from the pit. It's going to be interesting. As you see, there goes Thomas, there goes Daniel. What's tire wear looking like, Justin, for Jacob? If we have that, I'm not sure if we do, but I'm curious to see if he thinks he's going to be able to commit to these for the whole race.
Well, that's the thing. Oh, Daniel B just wrong Daniel. I went to the wrong Daniel. Where's he at? He got a 1X. I'm trying to see what happened.
Looks like it might have been a pit speed violation.
Oh, man, that is unfortunate. We're going to watch these two because they're still out on the track. And if they stay out here, they're going to be slower than the big pack.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm wondering if these 2 cars think that they can just draft each other the whole time and not pit. I mean, it's been done.
I think the 96 is backing off. I think they're backing off. They're coming to the pits.
Yep, they're going to come in now and just say, I made a mistake by not doing it. He's going to cut his losses here instead of trying to go for a bigger lead.
Let's watch from the in-car view of our leader, Jacob Schneider. Let's see how he makes this pit stop. 47 laps to go, 34 laps in. That means there will be another pit stop before the end of this race.
100% there will be, if they've all committed to this. Jacob's going to do a tire change, it looks like, as well.
Yep, and Daniel B just got out.
He's out.
Daniel B is now a lap down. All right, so let's go look at Thomas Coonan. He's up to speed. He's got Daniel Blanco behind him. Looks like Landon Lacey's in front of them by himself. Did he go into pits too? He did. But Landon, I don't know if he changed his tires. Landon was in and out of the pits almost before Pack 1. He was quick. So we got J.D. Biddle and Jacob Schneider still up here. They are... Let me see here. New tires on both those cars, if I'm not mistaken. They're just trying to build up speed here. They're about 18 miles off of where they were. Curious here, Justin. Damon's out. Did Damon have a disconnect? Do we have another engine explode? Must have. That's really unfortunate. That was pole 3. Yeah, he pulled it in and DNF'd. I don't know why. And he's also manually disconnected from the server, so he's out. That is very unfortunate. Damon was racing very hard and keeping that front pack extremely interesting, but it leaves a little more room for things to happen. All right, so now we see Daniel Blanco and Thomas Coonan are now 3 seconds, a little more than 3 seconds ahead, behind Jacob Schneider, so they're going to catch him. But he's got Daniel B that he is drafting off of, who is staying on the lead lap by staying in front of Jacob. But that's going to keep him up to speed whenever the pack catches him. This is really interesting. We've got pole position 1 drafting position 10 down a lap. Absolutely. Wow. And he's just committed to this. He's not even going to go for taking that lead position. He wants the draft. He's going to go for saving those tires and saving fuel, I assume. Yep. It's a smart move on Jacob's part because he did pit late. Yes, he pitted late. This keeps him up to speed because if he was out here by himself right now, they would have already caught him. And right now they got 2.7 seconds back. Jacob's also going to save an incremental amount of fuel, I would assume, here in comparison. Yes, so... he's going to lose this eventually, but, I mean, he's got quite a bit of a lead here, and I think he's going to try and extend this with this draft. Yeah, it looks like everybody that was on the lead lap pitted on lap 34 of their lap, other than the first group. First group, they pitted on lap 32. So, there's going to be a couple of laps different on their fuel, and that could matter with this being an 80-lap race. They pitted on lap 32. They'll have to pit again at lap 60-something, which might be the last pit stop unless there's a caution. We're going to watch Thomas Coonan and Daniel Blanco and Landon Lacey here. Landon Lacey, the teammate of Jacob Schneider. These guys are very tight, and they want to get back up with Jacob Schneider. They have lost quite a bit of time. They're making it up really, really quickly. Out of the pits was looking around 3 seconds, down to almost nearly 1.5. Thomas is pushing hard. Yeah, that's the difference between having drafting partners and not. I just seen Shannon Milliken. I think he disconnected for a second. Or maybe he just blinked. We got another blinker happening. And so here's Jacob Schneider. He's drafting off of Daniel B, which is keeping Daniel on the lead lap. But whenever this lead group gets up here, that's going to change. Things are about to heat up quickly again. And this is one thing I, again, was not expecting in an oval race was this amount of action. I'll be honest with you. I kept my palate clean, if you will, Justin. I didn't watch a damn thing. I watched Le Mans, the 24-hour restream this weekend to get prepared and get the color commentary going. So this is crazy to me. These guys are racing very hard. Absolutely, and You've seen the really smart move there between Daniel B. and Jacob Schneider. They got around Zachary Wright. And there's Thomas Coonan.
They're creeping up quick, down to 3/10.
That's the difference in having a draft and only having one car to draft with.
Oh, and here he comes. I think he might try to take this.
Jacob pulled up to the outside and let him go.
Thomas just took. Yep.
So
I think Jacob might want that draft because Thomas's speed was just far, far, far greater than Jacob at the moment.
Yep. That was a smart move. He pulled up, let Thomas go, and get right behind him. Now Daniel's going to go a lap down. We do have a lucky dog. So what that is if you are the first car one lap down, you get a free pass to get back on the lead lap whenever a caution comes out.
Understood.
We are at the halfway point. Thomas
We've officially
Coonan
made it 40 laps.
Thomas Coonan was the leader at halfway. Back in 2003, they used to get extra bonus money for whoever was leading halfway. Back when they had really good sponsors.
Hey, well, they could get an extra shout out.
And that's what we're doing. Thomas Coonan was your halfway point leader. And there's only been 2 leaders this entire... I think Landon Lacey might have led a lap during the pit exchange.
Landon's caught up a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him in the beginning of the race, and he fell back to the second pack.
How did Landon get to 4th here? They were quite a bit back, if I'm not mistaken. I thought Landon was part of an additional group behind this. It was Jacob drafting Daniel B. We had a group behind them. I thought Landon was behind that group as well, but if that's the case, he's pushing this car really, really hard.
Absolutely. He was, during our short track league series last season, Landon Lacey was basically the closest challenger to Jacob Schneider besides a guy by the name of Riley Frost, who is actually not here with us tonight. He's more into the short tracks than the NASCAR tracks, so that is what it is.
Understandable. It's quite incredible to see the different dynamics of driving. Jacob is very comfortable. He knows decisively what he needs to do and how to execute it. Landon is a little bit more, I don't want to say inexperienced. I think that's not the right word for me to say, especially as a broadcaster. I'm not in the car. I've got nothing on these guys right now. But erratic in the driving, but it plays to his style very well.
We're right on board right now with Landon Lacey as he's looking out his front windshield at Daniel Blanco in the Grid Finder car.
And Shannon as well has really, really come up from the back of the pack. If I'm not mistaken, that was Grid 21 or 20.
Yeah, he didn't qualify.
Wow.
And he's right up on the bumper of Daniel Blanco right now. And now Daniel B is losing him.
Waken's way back.
Let's go back and see what Chucky's doing. He is back here in this second group. They are 4.5 seconds back. Chucky Walden, Cody Johnson, Shannon Milliken, those are 3 PRA regulars. They've all been in the PC Wreckfest League with me. I'm
not sure if they're going to be able to catch. If they can catch this pack in front of them and use the traffic to their advantage with the draft, they're very stuck right now.
Looking at that beautiful PRA car.
Looks like they're going to take that outside line. Try and get around this slower group. Every time I see that car, it just looks like a driving Italian flag. With the dinosaur on it. I mean, listen, whatever floats your boat, but that's pretty sick.
Still looking at the PRA car out of Shannon Milliken's perspective.
Trying to hold that outside line and maybe get them here coming up to this next turn. Actually, yes. Looks like they might be able to. I thought Shannon might get left behind, but nope. 190 miles an hour and just pushing harder.
Good stuff right now. We're going to switch back to the other group and see what they're doing.
Thomas Coonan holding the lead. Jacob's right behind him. Unchanged order from what it seems. Thomas, Jacob, Daniel, and Landon all in that top group.
Yep, it's a 4-car group now for the front. Now that Damon went out of the race.
And we got another one too, Danny Ray.
Danny Ray is out. That's unfortunate. He was just riding around getting some laps, I think. He was 10 laps down. So right now we've got 9 cars on the lead lap. Top 4 are right here. And they're taking the pass on the outside. Daniel Blanco
there it is
going with Jacob Schneider. Excuse me.
We're going to try and cut down here and cut off Thomas and Landon.
I think it's funny that Landon and Jacob are not getting hooked up. They're teammates.
It's interesting. I'm wondering strategy that's unintended. I don't know if they have the knowledge that they're teammates, but if I was these other 2 cars, I would 100% be. I mean, if it's legal, it's 100% something to be played.
Keep them apart from each other?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Look at the McLaren dominance we've seen in F1 the last 2025 season. If you don't do that and you don't collaborate, maybe with your, not for, there's a better word here, but enemies sometimes, for the 80 laps that you're on here, it might work in your favor to just keep them apart.
Absolutely. This is an amazing race so far. We've seen a lot of action. I just have to say, it's been extremely well behaved at this point. Hope I didn't just jinx it, but I'm
we got
very
Robert
happy.
Going into the pits saying, "Don't count your blessings yet. He might be getting fresh tires to come sending it inside on somebody."
Yep, he is pitting.
Got another one. Jeremy's coming in behind him. Looks like that back group might be coming in for their second pit.
Yep, that would be all of their second. We got. It looks like Jeremy Poole has a black flag, so he might have sped.
Got a DQ or a manual disconnect as well.
Yep, he's out. I do know for sure that Robert is just here to get experience. Robert Hensley, that is. There's 2. Awesome. Actually, there's only one Robert. Sorry. Yeah, he's just here to get experience. We appreciate him racing with us. Hope he learned some things tonight and gets some speed.
That's good stuff. Like I said at the beginning, man, you have to take that time and put yourself out there. I took a month, practiced, did 1 league race with the ERC fellas and Daniel, and it was good, but I did finish last 100% by like 35 seconds in the MX-5. It's a damn rough race for me, but it allowed me to learn, and it allowed me the space to be able to learn, and with a good group of guys, a good group of people at that, there's no reason that you shouldn't give people that opportunity. It's good to see people like Robert coming out and having a good time. We need that on the track, man. We need more of it. People shouldn't be scared to put their tires and get rubber out there, man. Have
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, and here in Prodigy Racing Association, we pride ourselves on helping newcomers get a grip of the racing and stuff, and we've had a few.
It's hard.
We've had a few that have started out as kind of like the normal wreckers. They're the ones that normally cause the cautions, and they've won races. So, and we've been here for a year and a half in iRacing now at this point, and we've seen some really green racers turn into pros, so it's good. And so we don't restrict in any of our series at this point. We don't restrict anybody from joining. Now we did try a pro series at one point, but it did not get enough drivers. But if we get a lot of notoriety and exposure through this series, there might be an opportunity to have a pro series for the fastest of the fast.
It would be really interesting to see. I think there should be definitely some talk. We've got a damn good group of racers at the top here, man. And there's some really clean racing going on. Lots of awareness, and that's what you need.
Absolutely, and it's good to see that Grid Finder car on the broadcast the entire race so far.
Look at him go, man. Like, Daniel's committing to staying in that top pack, even though he's had a couple of squirrely moments where he could have lost it, and he might be trying something here.
He's backing it up. That's going to give him a gap.
I'm wondering if he's... Yeah, he might be preparing here to try and send it in on Jacob. I'm not sure if Thomas was fully prepared for that, because there was almost a little bit of contact there as he came around. Daniel was sniffing the outside, and it looked like if he turned in just a millimeter more, Thomas would have hit that backside, that back left tire.
It's a good race so far. Let's take a look right now at the second group. Let's see where they're at. And they've got a big pack of cars here. Look at that.
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
Now, some of these are a lap down.
What's this position? 5 through...
It's 5 through 7.
8?
Yeah, 5 through 8. My bad. Yep. 8th is in the back there. It's 96. He was one of the ones that was in the front pack for the first part of this race until the pit stop.
He was.
I think he had a bad pit stop.
He did. He had a bad pit stop, and I think he had a bad exit as well. There was quite a bit of traffic coming out on that first stop when I think it was about 50-60% of the race went into pit lane all at the same time.
And we see Dan Atkinson, which is the other 3 car. He's kind of fallen back. He's 27 seconds back now. He was in that second pack for the first part of this race.
He was.
These guys
might be having a little bit of trouble because he's been quite alone for I think almost 20 laps now, and he hasn't been able to catch a draft. not to point him out here, but him and Daniel B have been getting used a little bit by these top groups just to really push their times.
Yep.
And they haven't been able to capitalize on that to be able to get to rejoin with somebody else and really take advantage of that traffic.
It looks like Landon has fallen back a little bit. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose to try to get a run.
Might be.
Oh, he's catching
As we
back
start
up
to
now.
wind things down here, we got 25 laps to go. We're going to start to see drivers seriously commit to some bold moves, especially in this top group. I'd expect Landon to make a run for pole. There's no way he's not going to try. And I think Jacob is going to play incredibly defensive as we start to see Daniel really try and push him for that first position. Thomas might get caught. Third feels like a bad place to be right now, especially with the attitudes on both ends of this top pack here. He might get caught up in some shenanigans.
He might, but one thing about super speedway racing is you can kind of back it up and get a push.
Yep.
And right at the line, make your pass. That's kind of the strategy these days, for sure, in the modern NASCAR on super speedways is just bide your time. Don't try to be too aggressive. Wait till the last lap, because that's the lap that matters the most, and make your push. But
you might think we're going to see some driver commitment rather than a little bit of shenanigans, yeah?
Maybe. But we also may have another pit stop because, I mean, we had our first pit stops at the lap 30-something, and we're heading into the 60s here in 3 laps. So
I was a little bit I was expecting that to come early 40s, if I'm being honest, or high 30s. I wasn't expecting it to be that early on in the race.
I think once the first person decided to do it, everybody decided to do it, because if you get off sequence, it could be a bad thing, you know? Like
yeah.
we saw Jacob Schneider, he got way out in front of everybody in that pit stop exchange, and well, thankfully he had somebody to draft off of. But if he didn't have somebody to draft off of, these three guys, when they caught up to him, they would have just blown by him.
I just have to say, really quick, the commitment from Jeremy Poole here, running it down on the bottom, way outside the racetrack limits, taking the incident points to let that pack by and finish his race. Good on you.
Yeah, that's really respectful. I appreciate that. He's obviously logging laps, and that's a good thing. And I'm okay with it. As long as he's not causing incidents, I'm okay with it. I don't know what it is about some of these guys that have been 2 and 3 laps down. They just did not have any speed.
There was no speed, and it was that same problem. They weren't grouping up. Every single one of them was left alone from 2 to 5 laps, and it made them so off pace. They just weren't able to catch. It really puts you down when you can't catch a draft on something like this, or at least from what I've been able to gather. I mean, like I said at the beginning, it's the first time I've watched a super speedway. It's the first time I've been involved in a NASCAR type event. So we are here to learn. Call me out on my my Swiss cheese theories.
Oh, but, you're doing great. So I'm okay with it. I'm just letting you talk.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like I said, before, having that traffic on the track really makes a difference. It allows for exciting things to happen. There's a reason I'm so glued to multi-class, and that is why. You have to have it. I think you do.
Absolutely. And now that the second pack has 6 cars in it, they are catching, actually.
What's our speed difference here from the back of pack 1 to the front of pack 2?
Let's see here.
If that's something we can grab, I'd be very curious.
There you go. There's 186 miles per hour.
We're almost right neck and neck. It looks like pack 2 might have a little bit more on the exit.
They have more cars to push.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they're in agreement right now. Let's just push Chucky Walden to another victory. They're 5 seconds back.
They're trying to get them
20 laps to go. So all they got to do is just get lined up, not try to pass each other. There's 4 guys right here that are normal PRA veterans that have been members of PRA for a long time. We all know each other. It's Chucky Walden, Cody Johnson, Shannon Milliken, and Rodney Roberts, who is 2 laps down, but he's right there with them as well. So he's teammates with the 13 and the 17. So he's probably just committed to pushing them. You can see the gap.
We're going to see a lot of action, man. Yeah, they're closing.
Here's back to the leaders, and the sun is going down.
What a beautiful view. What a beautiful view. Look at that.
192 miles an hour going into turn number 3.
And pack number 2.
Pack number 2.
Look at that. They're actually, looks like they might have lost a little pace there.
Yeah, they're a little bit spread out. Oh, they're pitting. They're pitting. Here we go. The second pack is pitting. First pack is not pitting. Actually, Thomas Coonan is. Thomas Coonan pitted. So we got it.
This is going to shake things up a lot.
We're going to watch these 3 cars on the track.
Landon.
Actually, let's go to the pits.
This is going to be very interesting because I'm not 100% sure when Landon pitted last or when Daniel pitted last. Jacob pitted late.
Yes, he did.
So he's going to have an advantage here on the entire grid, and now everyone has been thrown out of whack. I'm wondering if Jacob just might. He's got 18 laps. If he's got more than 70% of those tires left, I'd just commit.
Yeah, it's hard to tell at this point what their wear and gasoline and everything. In 2003, they had smaller fuel cells at the super speedways. I think they still do that in modern NASCAR. I'm not 100% sure. But they have smaller fuel cells here at the super speedways. And that was a safety thing. For one, it broke up the pack. As you see, it just broke up the pack.
Yep.
But number
Absolutely.
two, it lessened the load on the cars when they crash. So it was kind of a double-edged sword there. At normal tracks in 2003, they had 22 gallons of fuel. But at the super speedways, and they're pulling in now. Here we go.
There we go. They did not want to wait around for that.
And Daniel's got a good speed. I don't know if he's going to be black flagged for that.
Yeah, he's ripping. I don't think he did get a black flag.
Man,
that's very lucky.
But he gets out after all of them. All right, here we go. This is the race. 16 laps to go. Jacob Schneider, Landon Lacey, Daniel Blanco. They are 43 seconds ahead of Thomas Coonan. Let's get it on Thomas Coonan and let's see what happens here. He's got Cody Johnson pushing him. That's the only one pushing him right now. Chucky Walden actually got out in front of them, so he must have not have taken tires. Actually,
I don't think he did.
Actually, he's a lap down. What happened to him? Did he get black flagged? He's actually, yeah. Oh man, that is unfortunate.
I thought I watched him pull through there, Justin. He may have gotten was it a drive-through?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it on any of the. Yeah, I don't see it on.
I wonder if he might have made a mistake there, Justin. That might have been a complete miscalculation on Chucky's part, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure he was with that pack. I don't know how he registered in -1.
He was. He's now a lap down, and here comes. That is I'm downhearted now because Chucky was doing so well.
Listen, we still got my favorite. Landon's in it, man. Landon's in second right now, okay?
He is.
I said he was going to come back from the back of that second pack, and he's pushed hard to keep that pace.
And let me tell you something. He's with his teammate now. Does he commit?
He finally got it.
Does he commit and make his teammate win, or does he try to pull out and win himself?
I think this depends now on lap record. If that's my teammate, what do you do? If he's got that pace for a lap record and he's going to beat a personal best or beat a team best, I'm pushing my teammate as hard as I can.
Daniel's not staying with him very well either. Not yet.
I think he might have lost the draft a little bit. He's trying to get back into it, but that traffic seems to have kind of thrown him off a little bit. And,
Thomas Coonan.
He was a little late coming out of the pits. I think he might have had a little bit of an extra spin in comparison to these two.
Yeah, I mean, he came into the pits and almost passed Jacob on pit road, but then came off.
It was close.
After all of them. I mean, his pit crew might have been slow too.
The digital pit crew,
man. Yeah,
it's
a thing. It's a thing. And Thomas Coonan right now is not gaining.
Daniel's committing to that. He just boxed Landon in. Did Landon take that back? That is very surprising. Wow.
I'm looking at Thomas, and Thomas is losing time on the leaders right now. With 13 laps to go, they're slowing down. Oh, Landon just
I'm not sure.
blinked.
Not sure if Thomas is having issues or net code, but he slowed down quite a bit there and almost got the rear end taken out of him.
He was at 8 seconds back. Now he's at 9.5 seconds back with 13 laps to go. That might be it unless he can gain some momentum now and catch back up. But these top three, they're just committing to staying together.
This is going to be really interesting. I don't know what. Daniel lost a bunch of time coming out of the pits, man, and he had that second position pretty locked down, but he's now got he's got teammates in front of him, and that's just that's extra hard, man.
And he might not know their teammates either.
No, he might not.
I know because I know them.
He might not know, which is going to be interesting because if he tries to make a move, there might be a defense he's not expecting.
This is coming down to the wire, dude.
This is going to be interesting. We've got 12 laps to go now. Lap 69 out of 80. Max Verstappen would be so proud. But we are getting to the end of the race at Daytona. 80 laps, dude. This has been one heck of a race. Jacob's been up there the entire time. Thomas as well. Landon dropping back from Pack 2, or Pack 1 to Pack 2 at the beginning of the race, all the way back up to Pack 1.
Yeah,
and
that was
Shannon Milligan
bold
as
move.
well. Pushing hard from grid 20.
Yeah, and Shannon is our normal admin for tonight, but I think David Nannon was having issues with internet, and I think he's actually adminning right now.
Much appreciated. We got a heck of a race out of that. Shannon, I think, just took 6th off JD.
Go take a look at that. Oh, he's by himself.
What
they're
the
out
heck
here
happened there?
by themselves.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to have happen at the end of a race, being 30 seconds off the pace. I don't know what happened to Shannon in the pits.
I'm not quite sure either. They were with Shannon and JD were, it looks like, pitting with each other, and that was that weird pit stop where Chucky went down a lap as well, and I still don't know what happened because I don't have the replay available at the moment.
Yeah, and I don't want to look at it right now because I don't want to
Whoa.
miss this. Oh, there was a blink.
Whoa.
We can
Landon
look at it
is
after the race, see what happened to Chucky.
practically under the friggin' bumper of Jacob Schneider.
9 laps to go.
183 mile an hour pace through the turn. Ridiculous.
Cody Johnson has passed Thomas Coonan for 4th place. And here's the pass from Daniel.
This traffic might shake things up.
Is he going to get
He's
down
gonna
in front
try
of
and
Landon?
get down. I don't know if he's
not
going to
gonna
commit.
make it. He's not committing to it. JD Biddle, he was in the... is that 14? No, that's James Sallow. Sorry. He's got the same color car as the 96. And they are catching
Daniel
another
filed
pack.
himself back in. He
Daniel.
didn't have the boldness to be able to go for it, and understandably so. It probably would have not ended very well for him.
So far, with coming down to 7 laps to go this time by, we have been caution-free, riding along board with Daniel Blanco.
Just redlined.
And they're catching the lap traffic. Let's see how they manage that right now. Oh, Jeremy Poole pulls it down to the inside. Okay, we're good. And that number 3, I think it's Dan Atkinson. Yeah,
I believe so.
the other number 3. 2 number 3s at Daytona, and neither one of them are going to victory lane tonight. As it stands. If something happens with the next 6.5 laps. Right now, Cody Johnson, 4th place, is 13 seconds back. They have no chance of catching them. There's no way they can catch them without a caution or an incident.
This has just been such a clean night. I really don't know if anything drastic is going to happen here.
Daniel will have to throw it out there for the finish to try to win this.
I'm thinking he's going to try something bold. He's got the grid finder car. He's probably feeling a little bit.
We're keeping it glued on this front pack right now. This is going to be our first ever Cup Series Daytona winner. Whoever wins this race will forever be in PRA and Grid Finder history as the first winner of the Nostalgia Series.
And the point spread is going to be very tight throughout the season if this continues.
If Jacob Schneider wins this, This will be 13 races in a row that he's won on Monday night.
Mm-hmm. It's
5
starting
laps to go.
Starting to get to be a little bit unstoppable, and it's going to take a very bold move from one of these other racers to take that. He's on an absolutely ridiculous run.
They're just staying single file. They've got the 2 lap cars behind them. Do they have somebody in front of them? Let's see here.
They do.
Is that Chucky Walden? I do believe it is. All right, we're going to have 4 laps to go. No, it's not. It's not Chucky Walden, sorry. It's Rodney Roberts. The top 2 are pulling away from Daniel Blanco right now. What's going to happen as they get to these lap cars?
This traffic might shake things up quite a bit.
Oh, they had to go to the outside line.
Outside line.
He's pushing.
Yep.
Landon's pushing Jacob right now. And not you, because you're in the booth with me. You're the other Jacob. 4th place is now 14 seconds back. Daniel's taking the inside.
I knew he was going to go for
Here we
it.
go.
I saw the opening.
Here we go. Is Jacob going to try to pull it down?
It's Landon. He might go for 3 wide. Nope.
We're going to have 3 laps to go at the line here. Jacob Schneider leads this lap. 3 laps to go. He gets it down inside of Daniel Blanco. He's going to throw the block. He's going to go back to the outside. Daniel Blanco's going to take the lead going into turn number 1 and lap 3. 3 laps to go. Lap 78.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, he's going to have lap cars to be between him and Jacob Schneider. Are we going to have an upset? Are we going to have Daniel Blanco in the Grid Finder car winning the very first Grid Finder race with the PRA? Oh, here we go. We're coming down to 2 laps to go.
Who's blocking behind Daniel here? Is that Jacob? No, Jacob's in 81. Who's 14?
James Sallow. He's a lap down,
James
2 laps down.
in P9. P9 defense on pole 1 right now.
2 laps to go.
This is unreal.
Daniel Blanco in the lead. Is he going to end the Monday night streak of Jacob Schneider?
I think this James Sallow traffic car here, who's been caught up in this top pack, it's just completely thrown Jacob's strategy off.
Yeah, he's got 4 cars on the inside, and him and Landon on the outside, and Landon's not up close enough to him to push.
I think Jacob wants a draft. I was saying it earlier. He's comfortable in that top position. He knows where he needs to be with the car, but he doesn't have that confidence of being in first.
Oh, here we go to the white flag. If we cross the line here, the next flag is ending the race. There will not be a green-white checker. White flag, here we go, last lap. Grid Finder.
Last lap.
Nostalgia Series here at Daytona. Jacob
Ladies
Schneider.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a race right now. Jacob Schneider and Daniel are neck and neck.
Oh, Landon's going to pull it to the inside.
Sniffing.
Oh, there's a wreck. There's a wreck.
Oh.
The top 3 have wrecked. Oh my gosh, they have wrecked. Jacob Schneider gets away. Jacob Schneider's still going.
He made it out.
He made it. Oh no.
That's Daniel out.
Daniel is out.
Landon is still in, I think.
Jacob Schneider is going to win this race. Oh my gosh, Thomas Coonan is coming. Thomas is around turn number 3. Cody Johnson
Thomas might
and the winner,
with a pole position.
Jacob Schneider wins 13 in a row on Monday night. Cody Johnson
You said he was
second.
Unstoppable. You said he was unstoppable.
Oh my gosh. That is a heartbreaker for Daniel Blanco. Wow. I don't have any words.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened, but
we will watch it back.
That was.
So here they come. We're going to watch this back on the live stream. Here's the last laps. We're going to keep it glued to Daniel Blanco. Let's see what happens. They came to the white flag.
And they really started to tighten up around this bend, and I think everybody took the outside line. It looks like that's what happened.
My graphics just screwed that up. Let me rewind that again. My graphics popped up, and I was trying to... So let's see what happens here. Daniel Blanco. Oh, he gets hooked by the lap car.
Yep. Oh, man.
That was the only incident of the entire race.
That is very, very unfortunate. The lap car...
I know that wasn't intentional, but man, that is a heartbreaker.
No, it was not. It looks like, I'm wondering if did he lose grip because he was leaving?
Yeah, he went to the middle there and tried to still give him a push. And Jacob got it turned the right way, just enough.
Landon's just like bullying his way through here, gets around and continues.
Wow.
And he gets back out on the track.
I'm just speechless. Let's
I wasn't expecting that.
We're gonna watch these guys as they come around. Oh, my program likes to screw me over. Here they come. And there's second place, Cody Johnson in the PRA car. Let's actually give him some time because I mean, he really he finished well in that PRA car.
I didn't have Cody
That's awesome.
on my list at the beginning of the race at all.
Nope. I'm going to interview
an incredibly unexpected wreck. I was...
Right now, Cody Johnson, you're live. Oh my gosh, dude. That was an insane race. It came down to the line. I mean, literally, they crashed. I'm sure that would have been I'm sure that would have been one of the closest finishes we've ever had if it had not been for the wreck right there at the end. We're going to watch one more time the final lap of this race.
Oh, man, this hurts to look at. Right. Funk.
Yep.
Oh, man. He just got a little too close. And I think Daniel had that grip and thought he was going to be able to take that middle spot and just didn't realize he was right there.
Yep. And then Jacob Schneider takes it the rest of the way. This is kind of what I told you earlier. The first time we came to Daytona was with our Legacy Truck Series. And there was a final lap crash there as well, just like this one. And there you go. Jacob Schneider pulls this one off. I'm going to pull third place in, and that was Thomas Coonan. Thomas Coonan, third place. Dude, that was an amazing race. That was fun to watch. Give us some of your thoughts on that, man.
I wish I wasn't headed up to dry on that second pit stop. That really probably did a lot for getting me in terms of not being able to compete for a win tonight. But I mean, it being Daytona, I'll still take a podium. But for the most part, I really think being left to dry out just kind of stung just a little bit.
Right, Jacob, you got anything you want to say to Thomas?
Wow, we were literally talking about that during the middle of the broadcast. There was a lot of inconsistencies with the pits this time around, and I think it threw a couple of people's racing strategies off, and there it is. We finally have confirmation. It absolutely did.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy was to come in with some of the guys in the field, like below, a.k.a. Cody, and Chucky Walden. We were just trying to get each other together, but just because how spread out the field was tonight, we just weren't able to get together fully. So, but definitely being hanging out to dry threw a wrench in there, but I'm glad I'm still able to rally for a podium tonight.
you raced a good race, man. It was incredible to watch, and you capitalized on pretty well every single opportunity you could have, and you came out with a pole. That's good stuff, Thomas. Good work.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. We appreciate you racing with us again, man. Been a while.
It has been a while.
It's good to see you out there. You led some laps, so you got some bonus points going into the series.
Oh, absolutely. I plan on making every single race this season.
All right. Well, we could potentially see a Jacob Schneider Thomas Coonan battle for the championship this season, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty big one. I'm hoping to do well.
Absolutely. Well, it's good to see you, man. Congratulations on 3rd place.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Have a good
job.
one. And we will pull in 2nd place. Cody Johnson, Below Average Gaming, one of our board of directors members. Congratulations on your best finish in the Cup Series at this point. 2nd place. It's been a while. How was that race?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted a caution. I wanted a caution in the worst kind of way.
Yeah, you could have made it a race if you had a caution there, huh?
Yeah, we had a good pack of us there rolling. I hated that we lost Shannon there on that pit stop, but it was kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I was 3 seconds behind Thomas, and he was 3 seconds behind me. So to try and mitigate any, as much of the loss as possible, I had to go with Thomas. I hate leaving my battle buddy like that, but I had to go with Thomas. And a caution would have made it a real interesting finish, but we were rolling there pretty good. Thomas, Chucky, and I just wasn't meant to be until it got real interesting there on the backstretch.
Absolutely, yeah. It was very interesting on the backstretch. Jacob, you got anything you want to say to Cody?
Cody, good racing, my man, and a pleasure to be here. It's the first NASCAR style event that I've had the pleasure of commentating on. It was good to see you guys race hard. It was good to see you guys race clean.
Yeah,
good stuff, man.
If you would have told me that we were going to do 80 laps completely green, I wouldn't have believed you. I'm gonna be honest with you, especially after the way practice was going. Wouldn't have believed it for a second.
There was a moment there where I thought it was going to be catastrophe when I saw 21 here. I'll be real.
Yeah, I think I do want to apologize just officially on record to Rum Runner there, to Rodney Roberts. I think I screwed him there on that start. For whatever reason, I could not get the car to go into 4th on the start, and he ran into the back of me, and I think that might have given him some aero damage right on the first lap, but I hate that I did that to him, if I did that to him. But I don't know what the issue was. I shifted back and forth between 3rd and 4th like 3 or 4 times before it finally went in. And that's what really kind of set the tone for us being dropped way back. But hey, 2nd place overall, we'll take it.
And in a beautiful car, by the way.
Big, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we made many comments about how beautiful that PRA car looks.
The front lip looks disgusting coming down from the front angle cameras. It's just insane.
Yeah, congratulations on a 2nd place finish. That's refreshing compared to some of your short track escapades here on Monday nights.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I do want to give one more shout out. We were 1 member short of the board tonight. They had Rodney and myself, but we're missing Joey Kuba. Get well, Kuba. We love you, buddy. But thank you guys for putting on a great broadcast. It was fun. Like I said, just wish we had a caution.
Absolutely. A caution would have made that super interesting at the end, but it was already interesting as it was. That was a classic 2003 Daytona race right there.
Oh, yeah.
That was very, very good.
All right, buddy. It was good to have you. Congratulations on 2nd place again, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Thank you, guys. See you next time.
All right. With that, we are going to pull in our race winner, the other Jacob Schneider, the Monday night champion, basically. And we're going to watch this back again and while I pull him into the booth. And we have Jacob Schneider once again on a Monday night, 13 races in a row. You have won on Monday nights. Buddy, that was an exciting finish. Give us your thoughts.
I didn't even think about that, 13 races on Monday. But, man, I really wanted that race to play out. There's going to be it may have been a 3-wide finish coming to the checker. We don't know. a guy 2 laps down making it 3 wide against the leaders just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But
I think what
either way,
happened there is he got a little arrow push going out of the corner, and he was trying to line it back up with Daniel, and, well, that ended bad.
Yeah, it did not end well.
Yeah, I feel like it was such a good, clean race. I mean, we went 80 laps green, and then we're going to have a classic Daytona finish coming to the line. I doubt any of the 3 of us would have wrecked each other.
No, even if you wrecked each other going across the line, it would have been a classic Talladega Nights moment.
Yeah, exactly. It felt like a legit classic Gen 4 Daytona race where they used to pull away and have them long green runs.
Absolutely.
Genuinely one of the most exciting races I've had to watch, and I've seen literally 0 oval in my entire life. So you guys have done a good job, because everyone always says oval's boring.
I enjoyed the strategy behind
amazing.
it. I mean, we pulled some different strategies to break the draft, and the lead pack got narrowed down more and more as it went, and I enjoyed that. Even it was kind of strung out at times. We're just riding single file, but that's part of the strategy of oval racing.
Dude, it was fun to watch. I mean, I was I was on the edge of my seat coming around that white flag. I'll be honest with you. I like to root for the underdog, so I was like, come on, Daniel, let's do it. But you know what? You kept the streak alive.
Yeah, I'd have been okay with Daniel winning, and Landon's my buddy. I was in Discord talking to him the whole race, and they were both pretty loyal to me throughout the race. Daniel, I never really talked to him before, but he seemed pretty loyal to my back bumper until the last 5 laps.
I mean,
that's all you can ask for. So any of the 3 of us that won that race, I was going to be happy with the outcome, and I just got lucky that I did a 360 and dropped a gear and took off again.
Right? I mean, that's really what won you the race there at the end. Go ahead, Jacob. The other Jacob.
I was going to say, what actually got you out of that? Because I didn't get to see a cockpit view there. You were literally the only one that survived, I think. I'm pretty sure everybody else fell back at a pole.
Yeah, I think they wound up like 4th and 5th.
Here's a cockpit view on the
brutal.
live stream right now if you want to see it. Here you go. Here's Jacob coming around. Coming down to turn number 2. You can't even see Daniel. Then all of a sudden, bam!
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Look at the control, man. Just well played. Seriously well played. That's good driving, Jacob. Seriously, that's good stuff.
I appreciate it. I don't know if it was skill or luck or a little bit of both, but
A little bit of both.
yeah, it worked out.
Absolutely.
Not many times you spin out on the last lap and win the race.
Right?
That might make a highlight reel.
Right? I mean, you guys were 14 seconds ahead of the second pack. So they had to get all the way around the track, basically, to get to you. So you were trying to get back up to speed, and they were, I think, within 7 seconds of you by the time they got to the line. So
Yeah, I think I only won by 5.
yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And, man,
Real close.
you got anyone you want to shout out to before we end this broadcast, buddy?
Yeah, my buddy Landon. He worked with me a lot there the second half of the race, and Daniel worked with me a lot the whole entire race. So shout out to them too. PRA for putting on such a good league. I mean, I've never had so much green flag racing anywhere else on iRacing other than PRA. I mean, it's always green. I would have never guessed Daytona would go 80 laps green, but if it was going to happen, it'd be in PRA. So if you like green flag racing, come join PRA. Come race with us.
Absolutely. We thank you for that shout out, buddy, and it's really appreciated. And we will see you next week. I guess it's going to be a championship battle here pretty soon between you and Thomas Kuhn, and Cody Johnson's not going to make every race. So it's going to be exciting to watch you two.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some more heavy hitters too. Daytona's not really a great example on who's good and who's not. There's so many other variables that you can't control, but next week will be more skill-based, a little less luck. I think the cream will rise to the top next week.
Absolutely, I agree. It's going to be Legacy Atlanta next week. So what's your thoughts on that?
Be ready to rip the top, knocking the wall down.
It's going to be fun to watch. And other Jacob that's in the booth with me, I'll let you get the final word with Jacob Schneider.
Jacob, I just wanted to say good stuff on the control there. You looked really comfortable in the front of the pack. And where do you normally sit on oval racing? Are you comfortable out front pretty much all the time? Like, where's your driving style? That was it was pretty cool to watch from someone who's never seen you race before.
On super speedways, I either want to be in the very front or the very back. I don't want to be in the mess. And just naturally qualifying on the pole, I really never filled outside the top 3. So I was pretty comfortable anywhere within the top 3. I didn't really care as much if I was leading or second or third. Sometimes I get bored and sang it and pass for, no great reason, just to switch up the order a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. There's not always a rhyme or reason to it, but
that's exactly what I was alluding to during the race, man. You just look confident and comfortable. I don't know if any of you guys or anyone watching the broadcast is familiar with hockey, but I'm Canadian, and you really looked like a goaltender the entire race. Poised, collected, and you knew what you were doing. It was really cool to see you collaborate with Landon there on that back half of the track. Justin had pointed out you guys are teammates, and I could see it coming out in your racing together in comparison to you and Daniel. It was a damn good race, and you did a damn good job.
I appreciate it.
We thank you, Manny, and congratulations again on winning another one, and that's 13 in a row, and you've just extended your win record to 15 total in the PRA, so congrats.
I appreciate it. Let's keep the records going.
Absolutely. Well, we will see you next week, buddy.
We'll see you. Thank you.
No problem. And with that being said, other Jacob, I appreciate you joining me in the booth this week. Is this going to be a continual thing for the rest of the season?
Listen, if you guys want me, you guys have me. I'm learning. The technical stuff will come with time, but the personality's here, and if you want it, it's here to stay.
I want it, so you're here to stay.
Perfect.
I like having somebody in the booth with me because it gets tough, sometimes doing it by yourself. Because, you got to fill all the blank spaces, and whenever you kind of run out of words to say, you got somebody to play off of you, you can be like, all right, I'll let him talk for a minute because I'm trying to collect my thoughts. And you say some things that sparks my thoughts,
Absolutely, man. It's all about having fun, and if you can't have fun, you shouldn't be doing it. I took a long break from broadcasting. It was years because I just wasn't having fun anymore, and it's good to get back into it in a capacity that for lack of a better way to put this, makes you sweat. It's good to watch a good couple of races and people really, really putting it on the line to have fun.
Absolutely.
I'd be glad to be back, man. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you for joining, and everybody that's watching on the broadcast. I don't ever watch the stream chats because it's too much to keep track of. So if there was anybody watching on the live stream, we appreciate you watching. This PRA Network 2 on YouTube, PRA_Network on Twitch. I stuttered there, Twitch. We appreciate everybody watching, and this was week 1 of the Grid Finder Nostalgia Series. We appreciate the partnership with Grid Finder and PRA, and Daniel Blanco and his crew kind of put this all together with us, and we've been working on this for about 2 months. And so it was awesome to see race 1 go so well like this. No toxicity, no crashing, no intentional wrecks. That was amazing to watch, and I can't wait to see next week at Atlanta, Legacy Atlanta, the best Atlanta in my opinion. And we'll see who the best of the best is next week, right, Jacob?
It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited to see what we've got and what Atlanta has to offer. I will allude to not looking at the track map till the day of, just so you guys have it exactly how I'm seeing it in real time.
Absolutely.
We'll get some history and some facts, but otherwise, it's going to be a damn good race.
It's great, and I'm looking forward to it. We had 21 cars in the field with a few missing. So we could have had up to 25 or more. So if everybody shows up again the next week, and then all the people who missed tonight shows up again, and this will be amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really fun race. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, for Jacob here, can you say one time your full name again?
It's Jacob O'Keefe.
Jacob O'Keefe. I've been calling you other Jacob because I keep forgetting your last name, and I apologize. But
there's an O in there. It counts.
Oh, it's Jacob O. But anyway, for Jacob O'Keefe, I'm Justin Phoenix, also known as Justin May in iRacing. We appreciate you watching again, and we'll see